Libra, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So glad you can join me today. Today is your 2016 life spread reading. The life spread reading is really interesting because we concentrate on 5 areas of your life within this reading. So we use 2 different decks of cards. They're not different, they're the same cards that are based on the Rider-Waite cards, but they're just separate decks. So we use the Rider Tarot deck miniature edition, and we're also going to be using the Universal Waite pocket tarot deck. I use smaller cards because I'm working from a smaller space. The Rider Tarot deck, I use all of these cards. I shuffle, cut the deck into 3, collect it back up, and then deal out for 5 areas. So we look at your personal life, your home life, your career, your love life, and also your future. For each of those areas, we deal out 4 cards in groups of 4. Okay, so each of the areas will be represented by a key card. So you got card number 1, which is your key card, which is influences that you're going to be feeling now, or influences that you're going to be feeling in the future in that particular area. The final 3 cards, which make up the group of 4, are cards that signify what you could have experienced in that particular area of your life in the past, present, and future. If it's not in the past, then it's in the present. So it'll go present, present, then future. It always has a future in these readings, okay? If it's not present, then you're probably looking at what you're experiencing now in terms of the influences around you, but then the final 3 cards will show everything that's coming in terms of the future in your life spread. Hope that makes sense. So it's either past, present, future, present, present, future, or present, future, future, or future, future, future. Hope that makes sense. The second lot of cards that we use are the Universal Waite pocket tarot deck, and from these cards we only ever use the major arcana. So I'll take out all 21, is it 21, 22 of the major arcana cards. And what these are anchor cards, okay? And these cards will signify, they will relate to each area in this reading, okay? So what we do is we shuffle, cut, collect back up, and deal out 7 cards. And the 7 cards will relate to each area. So it will show how a situation will be resolved, okay? So we'll have a look at a particular area, say for example, your home life. We'll look at the situations that are happening in the past, present, future. And then we'll look at how that situation is going to be resolved through that anchor card that represents that particular area. Okay. We also show, I forgot to mention, from this set of cards, we also have to deal one more card called the Information Stroke Advice card. And this will be information that the tarot needs you to know, that the universe needs you to know at this particular time in regards to your reading. All right. Now, it's interesting as well with these cards here, Libra, okay, that, as I said, we deal out 7 cards. So your first card is the basis foundation. And this tells me 2 things. The first thing it tells me is what's going on in your life at the moment and how potentially a lot of you guys might be feeling. The second thing it tells me is how it relates to your personal life, okay? So how a situation in your personal life is going to be resolved. The second card relates to your love life, so it relates to the love area in the actual reading and how a situation will be resolved there. Third card is career and how that relates to your career section, okay? But we can also use for your career section the love card, card 5, which is your immediate future, and card number 6 in the anchor, which is the wishes. Card number 4 is your central theme, okay? So that shows how you may respond or act in terms of the whole reading going forward. Card number 5 is the immediate future, which shows how a situation is going to be resolved in terms of your future card. Card number 6, sorry, is the wishes card, and this shows how you're wishing that things will be resolved, or how you're wishing things will play out in terms of your life reading. And card number 7 is the overall card, the overall future card, and that shows the way that things are heading. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you guys. Right, so we're going to start dealing the cards. Oh, how long did it take to explain that this time? Yeah, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Usually takes a bit longer than that. It does my head in, Libra. Okay, I've had to explain that like 12 times. Okay, we're going to shuffle the first set of cards. Universe, Spirit, show me what's coming in for the zodiac sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. I need information on their personal situation, so personal life. I need the key card, past, present, and future cards for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Show me what's coming up in their home life for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So key card, past, present, future, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Show me for 2016 what's coming up for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in terms of their career. So key card, past, present, future card, please. Show me what's coming up for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in their love life, love stroke personal life, love stroke relationships. Show me the key card, past, present, future. And show me what's coming up for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in terms of their career. Sorry, I do apologise, universe. Show me what's coming up for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in terms of their future. Key card, and then all the rest of future cards. All these areas I need you to look at, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. And also, can you show me the information card for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? So once again, show me Sun, Moon and Rising signs, Libra. All those born under Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Their personal life, home life, career, love life, and future life. And also key card 21, which is the information advice card that you need them to know at this current time. Show me. Okay, I think I've meditated those cards quite good. So I'm going to split the deck into 3. Collect it back up. I know it's a bit dark right now, isn't it? Hope you guys can see me properly. Okay, and we're going to deal out personal life firstly. 3. Home life. Career. Love life. Future. Finally, the key card 21, which is your information stroke advice card, something that you guys need to know at the moment. And now we're going to shuffle the major arcana cards, universe, spirit. Show me the anchor cards that will represent Libra, those born under Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in the 5 areas of this spread. So show me card number 1, basis foundation, which will represent their personal life, the Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Show me card number 2, love life, Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Show me the anchor card for their career, card number 3, for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Show me the central theme card, number 4, Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Show me the anchor card number 5, which will represent their future, Sun, Moon and Rising. Show me card number 6, which represents their wishes, for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. And show me the future overall card that shows the way that situations are going, for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Show me. Okay, so I have meditated on the cards. I'm just going to split them, collect them back up. Let's move that. We're going to deal out basis foundation, how are you feeling at the moment? Number 2 card, number 3. So number 2 is love, number 3 is career, number 4 central theme, number 5 immediate future, number 6 wishes, and number 7 the overall outcomes of the way that things are all heading. Let's have a look what these cards are saying. Okay. It's weird for all the air signs how this King of Swords and Page of Wands keeps turning up together. I'm sure it's for all for Libra, Aquarius and Gemini. That King of Swords and Page of Wands, and I juggle and I shuffle really well, have shown up together. That is very strange. Okay. Okay, that's interesting in your career, Libra. Oh, love life is looking very good, Libra. It's looking lovely so far. That's good. Woohoo! Happy days. Nice. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's shown up twice. That's so interesting. We've got one very strong card here that's giving you an exceptionally strong message, Libra. So you've got to pay attention to it, and it's in your work area. Very, very important message going on there for you guys, because it's shown up twice. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay, so Libra, this is a very, very interesting reading indeed. In your basis foundation, which we always start off with, is the Chariot. I think that you've just got a desire to move forward in 2016. Okay, this is how I'm feeling. I feel that you're feeling. The Chariot is not a romantic card; it's a card of the military. So it's absolute kind of resolute confidence. I feel that a lot of you guys are feeling quite confident, and sometimes with the Chariot though, we can ignore things because we have such drive and determination to do something that we don't quite, in my experience with this card, look into the detail of stuff. We just want to forge straight ahead. We've had a time of having very much conflicting feelings and emotions, and we're just wanting to kind of harness everything now and move. It's almost like, I feel for some of you guys, you could be saying, it's now or never, so I'm just going to do something. But I feel with some of the areas in this reading is that you need to kind of pay attention to certain stuff. And it's not all about kind of trying to achieve something because you think you spent so long out in the wilderness, or you spent so long not doing anything, or maybe you haven't made enough of your life. But it's literally about taking strategic and proper steps and towards something, rather than just going full force without looking at the details or looking at things properly. But I do feel with the Chariot card, you are feeling in control of your destiny, and you want to be in control of your destiny. You might be tired of people telling you what to do, so you are taking the reins and you are definitely taking control. It's interesting because your personal life shows an influence that's coming in, or an influence that's around you already, is the Ace of Pentacles. This is new money. This is new contracts, new opportunities, financially usually coming in, okay, in terms of an influence for you. Can be a home move. It's usually a card of a new beginning. But, it's very easy with the aces to talk about new beginnings. They're not always new beginnings. It's just stuff that happens. It's just a fluctuation of something new that happens. For example, I had the Ace of Pentacles show up in because usually before I do readings on other people, or I devise a spread, I'll test it out on myself. Okay, that's how I know whether a spread's going to work or not. And I devised a spread that I was looking to use on my website, and this card, Ace of Pentacles, showed up. But it showed up with Judgment and, what was the other card? Judgment and the Eight of Wands. Usually if you get Eight of Wands and Judgment together, it means a message from the angels, or a message from God for you. So it was Judgment, it was Eight of Wands, Judgment, and the Eight of Pentacles, which let me know there was some money there for me. 5 minutes later, I'm cleaning around on my desk, and there is a £5 note sitting on the table that I forgot that I'd left there 2 weeks earlier. I was just cleaning around, and suddenly it was like, whoa, £5. Surprise. So that the message from Spirit was, there's £5 on your desk. And in a minute, you're going to clean around your desk and you're going to find that £5. So don't be misled with the tarot that everything is like wondrous and spectacular and suddenly it's like, wow, we're going to, it's just with the Ace of Pentacles, sometimes it's just a financial opportunity that comes in or something to do with finance that you didn't know about that suddenly appears. It's something new. It's something like, okay, yeah, that's there. That happened. Brilliant. But it doesn't have any type of longevity to it, this Ace of Pentacles. It's simply money in the hand. It's to do with money most of the times, but it doesn't really have any longevity to it a lot of the time. It's not long-standing like your Knight of Pentacles or your Ten of Pentacles. It's not an ongoing thing a lot of the time. But I do feel that in your personal life, there are opportunities in terms of finances or something to do with the home that come in that can lead to abundance. I feel that in the past stroke present, somebody has been conflicted about this. And Libra, it might be you, because this is swords and swords are you. So you might have had a kind of some conflicting emotions about this new opportunity because maybe other people don't agree with you. But I feel that you're not listening to other people, okay? Because we've got the Hermit in reverse, which often is the card of not listening to other people's advice, okay? Doing your own thing. It might mean that you are on the outskirts. It might mean that you're the person who is isolated from the group or isolated from other people. You might be feeling isolated in the way that you feel or think about something, okay? But it shows in the future that whatever this opportunity is, we have the Four of Wands here, which shows that maybe this opportunity has some potential for growth. Okay, because the Four of Wands is often a card of working hard, it's material abundance, and it's being able to kind of enjoy the fruits of your labours. But as I always say with these cards, I never like to give these spectacular explanations like, yeah, you're going to be rich, you're going to be able to go and, holiday in Barbados and have drinks on the beach and not worry for the rest of your life, because that's not the way it is. It can simply be that there's quite a good financial opportunity coming in for you guys, or it's a reasonable one, and that Four of Wands shows that there is some leverage or some potential, or you may be finding some potential in this. The card that governs this, or the way that it's the outcome for this, is the Chariot. So it does show some potential, because the Chariot is a card of moving forward and something that allows you to move forward, okay, or takes you to onto a higher ground, or moves you in a good direction. So I feel that whatever this is in your personal life, and I feel it does have something to do with money, it has the potential with that Chariot to move you forward. Home life is interesting because we've got the Ace of Wands as an influence that's coming in, or an influence that's going to come in. I feel that this is anger. I do feel it's anger. It sounds weird, but the wands are passion, their spark, their fire. So they don't just have to be about, oh, it's a new creative idea. It could be because this Ace of Wands, as I said, it's new. And the wands are to do with career, or they're to do with a new idea or the flash of inspiration. So maybe around the home, you've had the flash of inspiration or an idea to do with your home or your housing. Something maybe to do with renovations or creativity in the home, or doing something that's new that you've not done before. It can also be an influence of anger. We do see in the past, potentially, there's been some argument because we have the Ace of Swords. This is often the card of difficulty, difficult communication with that Ace of Swords. It can be literally quick communication, telephone communication, okay? So it cuts. It's quite cutting there with that Ace, I find, okay? Because the swords are communication, they're verbal communication, they're thoughts. I feel that potentially for some of you guys in the home, there has been some argument here, represented potentially by the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. As an influence with the Ace of Wands, it could be around some idea you or somebody else potentially had, and there's been some kind of altercation with that Ace of Swords, okay? Because the Ace of Swords is trying to cut through to the truth. So when you're trying to cut through to the truth, everybody's got their own truth and everybody's putting something forward and everybody wants clarity. So it could literally be that there has been some, through an argument or disagreement or something, there has been some clarity derived from that on something around this Ace of Wands that shows up as an influence now, or an influence that's coming in. In the present situation, this shows a bad choice with money. The Five of Pentacles in reverse can literally be that a bad choice that was made in terms of finances had led to some kind of separation, some kind of altercation, some kind of distance between you and someone else within the home. I do feel it's altercation potentially to do with something that wasn't looked into, or something, a flash of an idea to do with your home life, and there's been some difficult communication potentially around that, because in the future we see maybe the idea is being abandoned because you're walking away from this Ace of Wands. So you're walking away from this idea. Okay. So Libra, I do feel that there is the abandonment of maybe something of either an argument or some form of creative idea around your home, because it's just causing too much friction. Personally, this is what I feel here. And we don't have a card that actually represents we don't have a card that actually represents an anchor card for the home life. So I always use the central theme card. So the Death card means no change, even when it's in the reverse, and it's in the reverse. So it means no movement forward, no closure, no kind of ending to something, no transformation. And it would figure with that, the resolution of that would be, if you're not going to go through with this new thing, this new endeavor with the Ace of Wands in your home life, Libra, then it simply means death. There's no transformation in the home life. Things tend to stay the same. And that's why we can see the Eight of Cups. The person on the Eight of Cups is abandoning this idea of the Ace of Wands in the future. We're seeing for your love life, Libra, which is brilliant. The influence that's already here or coming in is the Knight of Cups. You're going to be offered love. There's definitely love coming in for some of you guys with this Knight of Cups. Wonderful. Doesn't have to be a Scorpio, Pisces or Cancerian individual. Can be anyone. This is love or friendship at best. We're seeing past stroke present meetings. Okay, so this could be something that starts at work, in the workplace potentially, because we do have the Three of Pentacles. So this love relationship could start in the workplace, okay? Or it could start in a place where there's a lot of meetings, okay? Or this could be literally an engagement, okay? Or if you're already involved in a relationship. This also, with the Knight of Cups, can literally be somebody who's offering you a ring. So they're making a marriage proposal to you, potentially, okay? So for some of you guys, it will be a marriage proposal, all right? And this, for some of you guys, this will be you guys discussing the wedding maybe this year with if it's in the present. It could be past, it could be present, it could be future, whichever way you see it. If it's not yet happening, then it's going to happen in the future potentially, or it could be happening now, obviously. But this is so for some of you guys, seeing the priest or something, or making plans for the marriage. In the present stroke future, we see the Empress. So some of you guys may be going into motherhood as a result of this. We see real abundance in your love life, real growth with this Empress card. It's a wonderful card to get in terms of your love life, because it really does show a really settled, happy love life, one in which you feel nourished, you feel nurtured, you feel cared for with that Empress card. And the future card shows us the King of Wands. This is the man here. Could be a could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius male. But this is the man showing in the future. Usually I would see the King of Wands as a player, but in this reading I see him as quite a committed individual. So this is either going to be a very committed friend to you, or this is someone who is going to be your committed partner. And we do see you're meant to be together. This is quite obvious. The Lovers represents your love life. So this is a very strong relationship. It's a wonderful reading for your love life. It simply is wonderful. Really is. It's really, really good. I think it's the best love reading I've seen from all the 12 signs, Libra, for your love, for your life spread reading. It shows a very committed relationship. The Lovers card, when it's not about choice, it's about making an absolute commitment. It's about a real soulmate relationship. It's a number 6 card. Okay, it's 3 times the strength of the Two of Cups, put it that way. Two of Cups is the number 2 card. You triple that and it turns out to number 6, which is the Lovers as far as I'm concerned. So it's triple the strength of the lovers of the Two of Cups, which means that it's a very, very deep, intense relationship that some of you guys are going to be experiencing in terms of your love life in 2016. And your future. Oh, we didn't do career. Of course, career. Interesting. Okay. Influences coming in are the Four of Pentacles. This is where you're going to be looking for real financial security. Okay. Four of Pentacles can mean greed. It can mean looking for financial security, financial stability. It can be looking for a steady stream of cash that's going to give you that. It can be holding onto your cash. I feel the influence either now or in the future is that you're going to be looking for some form of security. Okay. Past position shows you guys, King of Swords, making a decision that you think is right. Because it shows us the King of Swords. So this is either past or present. Future shows us the King of Swords. You are Libra, so you are therefore definitely the King of Swords. This is you guys making a decision and acting on a decision that you feel is right, okay? However, you may not, in the present position of the Page of Wands, have looked at this in much detail or in detail enough. Page of Wands is often something that's quite exciting. So it might be a really exciting endeavour to you. You may feel, and the King of Swords, it would be surprising if you didn't look deeply into it, because King of Swords is usually very detailed and he's very he's on his game, okay? He's on his game. He looks at facts, he looks at figures, and then he makes a decision, okay? So this looks like it's a very inviting, exceptionally exciting endeavour, project to be going into, because we do have that Page of Wands, but it also shows a level of risk as well, because the Page of Wands can be very risky behavior because it's a child, and as the Wands child, he is very, very passionate, but he doesn't know how to control his passions because he's a kid, and kids don't. If you were to look at the Page of Wands as the archetypal not bad child, but the archetypal mischievous kid, this is the kid that would jump off a flaming wall, 10-foot tall wall, and not think about it. He wouldn't think about the risks of it. All he'd think about, he's an adrenaline junkie. That's what your Page of Wands is, an adrenaline junkie. So this is quite an exciting adventure, but it does lead to destruction in the future, unfortunately. So be careful of this one. The Tower. Something that you thought was quite exciting, was quite stable, in terms of your career, you need to be very, very aware of, because this could lead to something not great with that Tower card. And it also shows it in your work. Look at this. The Tower. This came up as well for your work area. So be careful of that. There's a definite message in this. This is the resolution to it. Tower showing in the future position of the actual reading. And Tower is showing as the resolution in the anchor. This card represents your career. The Tower. It might be something that you didn't anticipate happening with this thing that you've gone into. This thing that you thought would give you a lot of security. Okay. It could also be that you receive news, or you're receiving news with that Page of Wands. Okay. It might be a lot of quick news that comes in, because the Wands are fire and they're quite quick, okay? It might not be something that you anticipate, but in the future it does lead to some form of destruction or something that you didn't expect happening, a surprising event potentially. Okay. In terms of your future, the final area, Libra, we can see the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups as a key card shows a proposal that's being made in the future, okay? Some of you guys may not want to take it, or may be thinking, should I take it? So there's a lot of thinking that goes into this card, okay? It might be a case of that you feel that you've got enough already and you don't need something else, okay? You've got to really look at these cards. You can't just go with what, you know, the textbook explanations are for the cards. That would be wrong to do with the tarot. Sometimes with this Four of Cups, I look at it and I think that this guy doesn't need anything else. So he's just kind of like, he's contented with what he's got. So some of you guys might literally be contented with what you got. So you might be resistant to some form of change in terms of the future, okay? We do see new love coming in the future, and I feel that this is definitely indicative of your love area in with this card in the love area, and also that Lover's card is your anchor. So there's definitely new love coming in there. There is some travel potentially with the Three of Wands, but you're also looking to build on something. You're also looking to broaden your horizons, perhaps in business. Okay, with that Three of Wands in the future position. And also, and it's funny though, because we have to look at the key card and how it kind of interlinks with everything else. So the Four of Cups with this Ace of Cups, we see Ace of Cups twice. You're being offered something here, but you're thinking about it. Okay, but I don't see any thinking about anything with this card here. In terms of your love life, for example, you are definitely being offered love. There's no doubt about that. I do see some pregnancies in terms of your love life. I do see a very virile, committed man in terms of your love life, Libra. And I do see some form of meetings or planning maybe a wedding or something like that, okay? But for some of you guys, you're being offered something here that you don't know whether you want to take it or not, okay, for some reason. You may even be offered an opportunity to travel as well, because we have that Three of Wands underneath. But the Ace of Cups in this future reading doesn't have to mean love as such. It can just mean anything. You are being offered something that you're reluctant to take, it looks like, in the future. And I feel that you're being offered some form of an opportunity that you're reluctant to take. Maybe because you fear it, potentially. Because we do have that Nine of Wands. You are on your guard about this offer that's coming in. It could be in relation to this work thing as well. Maybe the Tower is showing that you unearth something. Because the King of Swords can sometimes be the researcher as well. He needs to find stuff out before he makes a decision. Okay, so maybe that Tower card is what you unearth in terms of your career. But the future shows the Hierophant, how this future card here relates. This is the anchor card for the immediate future. It says to me that you decide that you want to do the right thing, or you decide to stay with the tried and tested. You're not going to take a risk on something. This is what this Hierophant card says to me. You're not going to bother taking a risk on whatever this is that's coming in the future in 2016. Okay? I don't necessarily think that this relates to so much to any of the other areas that I've read for as such. Looking at the other readings, it's something else. It's something else. But I feel that you, it might be as a result of what you've experienced, especially maybe within your home life and also within your career, that makes you kind of wary of accepting a certain thing. Okay, your love life looks great, but you decide to stay with the tried and tested with the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is the card of conventionality and doing the normal things. Okay, it's not the card of going out, stepping outside of the box. Which leads us to the Justice card, which is in your wishes. So I just think you guys want balance. This represents you again. Justice is representative of balance, which is Libra. So it represents your zodiac sign, Libra. You just want balance. You want to feel on an even keel this year. I don't feel that you necessarily want surprises, but I also feel that in wanting the balance and in wanting a really sort of balanced life in terms of love, career, and all of, especially your career, that, you know, it could lead you to make decisions to trying to achieve that. You know, we can see that you're obviously trying to achieve some form of financial security, but what do you do in order to do that? Because we see that you're taking a risk with the Page of Wands, or there's some exciting adventure that you're going on that could kind of maybe blow up in your face, maybe with the Tower card, potentially, if you've not investigated it properly enough, or if you've made the wrong call on it. Okay, and it was all in pursuit of something. It's the same as in your home life. the Five of Pentacles, okay, in reverse, literally like really bad money problems, okay, through having made a decision on something that potentially wasn't right. And you decide then to abandon this idea of the Ace of Wands. You walk away from it in terms of your home life. This idea, this new flash of inspiration, because it wasn't well researched, or it was just something you got really excited about. Not usually a Libra trait, I don't think, but it's something that you do outside of the norm for this year. And it's all because you're trying to achieve this balance, or this, you know, even keel in terms of your life. You want to straighten everything out. And because you want to straighten everything out this year, it could lead you to make some wrong turnings, because you're determined to kind of, and this is why we see the Chariot. You're desperate just to move forward in terms of the basis foundation. But in terms of like really just charging ahead with ideas and stuff, you might be missing out on certain details. But I do feel the central theme for you is death in reverse. So this is how you'll approach certain situations in your life. And I feel that this is really kind of resonates with the future card that we spoke about. The Four of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Wands, and that Nine of Wands. And that is, you know, you're going to be kind of sensible about certain areas in your life. When we see death in reverse, this is where you are going against the grain. It's where you're not allowing change in. And I feel that this will be justified, death in reverse, in certain areas of your life. You don't feel that you need to change certain things, because certain things are okay as they are. And where this is leading to is the Emperor. Again, a number 4 card, and one of blockages, one of things staying the same, one of no change again. The 4s are always, as far as I'm concerned, no change. Things staying the same, reluctant to make changes. So if things carry on the way they are, then it means certain things in your life are staying the same. And it also means in that capacity that you have more control over your life, if that makes any sense, okay? So I feel that on one hand, yes, you are looking to charge ahead, and there are certain things, Libra, that you will probably overlook, and you could pay the price potentially for those things. But on the other hand, I feel that there are things in your life in 2016 where you're going to say, hold up, I've already experienced maybe that something might not be as great as it seems to be. So therefore, I'm going to just kind of hold back on that, and I'm going to kind of keep things the way they are, because I've kind of learned a lesson here. So it's a tale of two halves really with you, but it's a very good reading, especially your love reading is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And your advice card is the King of Pentacles. Could be someone that comes and gives support, usually a bank manager, somebody like that, someone who works in finance. But this again is a card of taking control, taking the upper hand, success after adversity. And this says to me as advice, you are going to be achieving real success. But you need to plan things out. This is what the Pentacles do. They plan. They don't just go, they plan. They are strategic, they're clever, they're methodical. So I feel the advice is saying you need to be methodical in all areas of your life, and you need to be practical as well. Don't go for rich quick schemes because you feel that you're going to achieve financial stability, okay? Don't go for rich quick schemes. Don't go for things that promise you the earth because you're desperate to have that stability, that financial security and stability for yourself and for your family. Think about it. Think about what it is that you're actually going for. Plan it. Progress wasn't won in a day. Okay, it takes time. This is a great year for you, Libra. It really, really is. But you need to plan things methodically, and progress will be yours. There's real progress here. But you need to be clever in the way that you do things in order to avoid car crashes. Brilliant, brilliant reading, Libra. I think you're going to have a fantastic 2016. And I'd like to say thank you so much for joining me on this reading, and have a great day. I will be back with your love readings as well as your February 2016 readings. Thank you for your time, guys. Take care.